So fourth argument, fourth topic, a little bit fast, but we spoke about waste, water, energy. Now let's see what about mobility, because as you see, mobility is well connected with tourism for many reasons. One reason is that the people normally to go to visit some place take a car, take a train, take an airplane, take a boat, a cruise. And because when you are in the place that you're visiting, you want to move with your car, with once a sharing car, with a car that you rent or you loan there in the place where you are. We will see something by bike, we will see. So which is the greenhouse emission not connected with energy, as we saw in the previous slides, but connected with the transportation. So we are about 5.30% of the total world emission are caused by touristic activities. Again, very fast, big rise between 2010 and 2019, decrease again in the pandemic era period, and then again increasing, but not so much as in 2019. Those are the absolutes, and the other one are the percentage. You see that there was a quiet reduction in the pandemic and post-pandemic year. Again, I will not go deeper in those slides. I just put them because if you're interested, you can stop the presentation and have a look better. What I would like to tell you is which are, again, the greenhouse emission connected to the transport in total, not in percentage. 377 millions of tons of CO2 are due to transportation connected to tourism. As you see, not as big as in 2019, and that's a good news. So we are reducing the energy, the greenhouse tons emitted with these activities. So what we can do about mobility? Again, facts and figures, problems, some hints. If you can, share your vehicle or pool your vehicle. I mean, go in holiday not alone in your car, with many people inside, with friends, or don't go in by your car, use the train and then rent a car there, or better, use the car sharing where the car sharing is available. And in many cities and places, car sharing is available. Remember, we speak about tourism not only in natural parts, sites or parks, but also in cities. And in cities, especially in Europe, car sharing is well developed, but also bike sharing, also scooter sharing. If you can, when you are in holiday, go biking, go riding, go walking, running, jogging, trekking. Use as less as possible the car. Reduce, if you can, the flight. So if you can choose between going by train and going by flight, go by train. I know it's longer, but you can read a book, you can read an e-book, you can get information about the place where you're going. When you can reduce your impact. When you can't avoid flying, then try to know how much is the CO2 emission. There are many websites that make the calculation for you, and try to compensate planting a tree, reducing your meat consumption, or some other thing that you can do, trying to compensate your flying emission. That's an example of Rome and Florence, where now the car sharing is also electric, so there is no new opportunity. That's a fast information about we call, in Italian we say the ventaglio, so the many possibilities that the mobility offer. So when we speak about mobility, we have not only to change the vehicle, we have not to pass only from a fossil fuel auto vehicle to an electric vehicle, but we have also to change our minds. And these must be in the plan and in the concern of the touristic destination too. So offer a wide range of opportunity: public transportation, on-call transportation, Uber, taxis, scooters, biking, riding, many opportunities depending where you have to go. So at this point, changing the mind, the way is not you think with what you travel, but where you are getting to, where you are going, and how fast and comfortable as better you can go. For who among you in the audience is Italian, I can indicate that there is an Italian sharing mobility observatory that produce every year since more than 10 years a national report where you can have many information about all the situation or the car sharing, car sharing, bike sharing, scooter sharing, and the economy and the emission that is connected in Italy to this sector. So also the second argument of today, mobility, it's I gave, I hope, sufficient wide overview, just an overview. Last time we were speaking about the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, United Nations Agenda 2030, the 17 goals that the 99% of the nations of the world signed to try to reach by 2030. We also said that many of those goals are connected with the tourism industry. Think about gender equality. Think about clean water and sanitation. Think about affordable and clean energy. Think about decent work and economic growth, sustainable economic growth and economic growth for locals. Think about innovation, sustainable industry. Think about of the reduction of the inequalities among different countries in the world. Think about of the model of consumption, of the responsible consumption behavior that we have to facilitate to our customers when they come to our touristic destination. And then in blue, with the arrows, I put some other of the goals that anyhow are connected with tourism: climate action, life below water, so biodiversity under the water, life on land, so biodiversity on land, peace and justice, partnership, because touristic fields is one of the fields in which we can activate more partnership. Think about public bodies, private activities, natural guides, culture, history, agriculture, innovation. So a lot of things. Really, tourism can be a hub in which many sectors can join together and create projects that care about prosperity, so stay better, not having more, not only having more money, but staying better, a better life index, as the OECD is pointing out, and sustainability. So again, I will not go so deeper, but just I want to show you that the World Travel Council, in this marvelous, I have to say, internet platform, give us many information, not only on energy, on waste, on water, as we saw in previous slides, but give information also about how touristic sector, the tourism sector, is contributing to the realization of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals of the Agenda 2030, at least the seven goals that we were pointing out, those 7 here. So very fast. Gender equality, not so bad. Only the 9% is the female share of the total employment. So here we have to do more. Water efficiency. Water efficiency. Where is water efficiency? Water efficiency, yes. In comparison to 2010, the efficiency is better of the 22%, so good information. The share of the consumption is the 5.1% we saw already in the other slides. Renewable energy. The tourism sector, in all the energy used by the tourist sector, 11% of it comes from renewable energy. If second line, we see the total amount of the energy in the world, we go down to the 4%. So many things, much more we can do in this topic, on this topic. Just to show you, now I go very fast, that you can put into comparison many years about the goals, and so we can see if there was if there is today a better situation or not, and you can go by yourself. For example, for the employment and job creation, there was something better. Also about decent work and the youth employment. Again, we were speaking about waste. There is a better situation than before in waste and in material efficiency use. And then target goals number 10, reduce inequality among countries. Many information. I will point out that in comparison 2022, as you see from this date, to 2010, sorry, the use of the material, the efficiency on the use of the material, so the circularity of the economy, it's going better. Okay. Last time I was telling to you, I was showing to you the logos of the main website or institution or bodies or research centers from where I was getting the informations. I am putting on these slides information and website and links to them and to many others. So if you are interested, you can link on them, and some information important are on this European Charter for Sustainable Tourism. It's a certification, very important, and very serious, that is made by Europark. The Europark is the European Federation of all the protected areas, and right there you can have some information about sustainability certification, this certification, that this European Charter, and many others, because if you go in this website, you can see the list of the Italian protected area with the European Charter. If you go in this other website, Europark, you can have the list of the European protected area with the European Charter for Sustainable Tourism. And I think we will need another lesson to speak about a standard that it's arriving, that is called Global Sustainable Tourism Council. But just if you're curious, go there, have a look, be aware that most of the also OTA, online tour agency, are dedicating more and more importance to the sustainability. They have, most of them, they have a sustainability program. They sell sustainable experience, ecotourism, in Booking, in Expedia, as you see, the 10 better destination in Italy where you can make sustainable tourism, the 10 better destination in Europe where you can do it. So just a little task for you. So I will not the only one who speak, but I give you a little task at home if you want. It's a list of tour operator. Try to find some information about them and try to see what they do for sustainability. If all of them, they do something, if some of them they do and some other not. The big group, German group TUI, it's pushing a lot on sustainability, reducing emission, reducing water use, better management of the waste. Alpitour, an Italian very important tour operator made a special certification. It is called Gabbiani Verdi protocol. And then I push you, I really suggest you to have some information about this. Visit maremma.net, because it's a local family-owned tour operator operating in central Italy that do really a lot of interesting things on sustainability, on waste management, on ecotourism, also using a tool developed with the Global Footprint Network and in cooperation with the Tuscan Mining UNESCO Global Geopark, that allow him to calculate which are the emission in terms of how much emission come from activities and services, how much from mobility, how much from food, how much from accommodation, to give real information to the customer, to say to him or to her, when you come by us, you emit those numbers of CO2, so we can do something to help you to reduce it. So thank you again for listening to me. Thank you for the attention you gave to this presentation. I hope that it was interesting for you. And I hope we will see you again in some other occasion. Bye.